spiders just fell on her. Oh, there's like one stuck on her shoulder. Oh my gosh. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to play some more of the Whimsy Stories Legacy Challenge with our third generation sim Elizabeth. In our last episode, Elizabeth moved out and started life on her own in a rather dingy, rundown San Myshuno apartment that we actually did build for her. She was getting tired of Ren kind of being overbearing and constantly wanting her to like work harder in school when she really wasn't interested in those sorts of things. So she left and she moved out. Now, shortly after she moved out, she learned that her mother, Ren, has actually now passed away. So now Elizabeth is out on her own. She's kind of trying to like cope and deal with living on her own, but then also her mother's passing and the guilt that she feels with all of that. So there's a lot going on for Elizabeth right now. And if we come over into our game, we have an insect infestation. She's trying to clean up because, let's be honest, this apartment is not awesome, but she has an insect infestation. So apparently she needs to stomp bugs and deploy a fumigation device. Okay, and if you look and see, oh my gosh, this is so gross. Look at that. That's so disgusting. There are bugs everywhere. Oh, that's so gross. Okay, so this is bad. This is like really bad. Let's stomp bugs. She doesn't have a ton of money. She's also really tired. This is not a way to end a Friday night. So let's have her kind of do what she needs to do to take care of this by stomping the bugs. This is gross. Okay, those are done. Let's stomp these bugs. Look, they're even in her bedroom, like by her bed, and they're in the bathroom. They're like everywhere. Ooh. Oh, and she is angry. It never ends from failing to stomp all the insects. No matter how quick, precise, or tenacious that Elizabeth is at stomping bugs, the insects are always more tenacious. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe we'll like set off a fumigation device in her room. Ooh, okay, that got rid of it. Great job taking care of the infestation. As a result, the unit rating went up. The property owner sent us 143 simoleons to help address the issue. It cost us 400 simoleons for the fumigation device, and you only sent me 143. So Elizabeth is feeling really quite sad and down about the loss of her mother. She's got, I think, a lot of conflicting emotions because there was a lot of tension between the two of them. But Ren was her mom, and Ren did care about her, even if it was sometimes a little misguided from time to time. Now, Elizabeth has a teenage aspiration because she is still, in fact, a teenager. She will be aging up into a young adult on Monday in game. So really, we need to kind of take care of these things to finish this. So she wants to ask a sim out on a date 5 times, and then she also wants to summon an urban myth twice. And she has a couple of romantic possibilities. She has Gail Fernandez, who she has gone out with a date. And then there's Branson Arnold, who has also gone on a date. And I think that there was like something with one of these and someone else. Oh, Prince. Yeah, so Prince and Gail are brothers, and Prince is actually someone that she stood up for. So Ren Ono was being really mean to Prince at school, and she kind of stood up for Prince, but he's now a young adult, so he's not really a date option. But Gail still is, so is Branson. Maybe we could try a date with both of them. It's still kind of early in the morning for that though, so we'll let Elizabeth kind of get some things taken care of. Now, as per the rules for her generation, she's going to need to max the mixology skill, max the dancing skill, and max the juice fizzing skill. We haven't started anything with juice fizzing yet because she has a really small apartment and that juice fizzing machine is massive. So we haven't really done anything there to have her like start juice fizzing. I thought we could focus on dancing and mixology to begin with and then work on juice fizzing maybe as she gets a little older, as she's able to move out of this apartment and have something a little bit bigger and a little bit nicer. I think she probably will stay in San Myshuno because of the fact that she needs to max the mixology skill. So staying in the city seems like that makes the most sense. And we do know that she will have a child, but it's one of those things where she's going to have like 3 one-night stands and we don't know who the baby's father is going to be. Oh, that's right. We found mold downstairs. Can we call like the landlord, I wonder? Okay, what if we call the property owner to visit and see if they'll do something about this allergenic mold pile right here? Elizabeth just had to clean up bugs, so I feel like she shouldn't have to also deal with the mold that's in the common area. Like, this is common space. We did build this like downstairs bar type area as common space, and it's a little sad looking because I can't set it as a community lot, but I thought that it worked kind of with her backstory and everything behind her, that like she would live maybe above a club or something like that. Okay, how do I get him to notice the mold pile, I wonder? Or maybe he's just gonna go up. Okay. Maybe he's not gonna care about the mold pile. Oh, there's mold in Elizabeth's bedroom. Oh no. That's bad. Okay, yeah, definitely come and invite him in. He needs to see this mold, and he needs to do something about it. Elizabeth seems to have some unexpected visitors, spiders, with no logical way to avoid their bite coming to mind, and no Dr. Parker's spider repellent within reach. She may just have to deal with some creeping and some crawling and maybe even a little biting. Oh no! Oh my gosh, spiders just fell on her. Oh, there's like one stuck on her shoulder. Oh my gosh. Oh! That's terrible. Okay, where is this landlord? He needs to, where did he go? Rental. Ask him to inspect. Well, but there's mold. Okay, let's come and complain about the rental conditions. And we're gonna tell him that we have had spiders now. We've had insects. Now I have mold in my room. I guess I can't make him deal with the mold. Okay, Elizabeth, come and clean the allergenic mold pile in your toxic mold piles. Oh my gosh. A wild toxic mold pile has just appeared on your lot. Letting it fester could result in dire consequences for your Sims. Tips: clean dirty plumbing objects in time. Well, but nothing is dirty right now. Oh my gosh. Now, Elizabeth, this is not how any teenager wants to spend their Saturday, is cleaning up mold in their rental apartment. Oh my gosh, and here's the toxic one. Okay, clean that one, Elizabeth. It's in your bedroom. It's right by your bed. Okay, things have been cleaned up a little bit, but she's feeling tense. She's vented about her rental agreement, and now she's feeling uncomfortable because she got bit by a spider. So we're gonna call and ask somebody on a date, and this is like maybe not the best, but we're gonna do it anyway. Because we do need to take someone on a date. Let's take Branson somewhere on a date. This guy, like, you're a worthless landlord. What are you doing? There's mold, and yet you're doing nothing about it. She's really sad. So this is will make the date kind of challenging, but we're gonna give it a go. Okay, so we are now on a date, and Elizabeth is feeling confident now. We do need to summon some urban myths, but let's do a little flirting. We have kissed him, so we're gonna flirt a little bit, and it wants us to tell a joke, so let's do that. And then let's summon an urban myth. Attempt to seduce your date. Oh my. I've never attempted to summon an urban myth before, so okay, that counted. I don't see said urban myth, but that's okay. We'll keep flirting with him, I guess. Elizabeth is now feeling very flirty from her socialization, and he is a crush of hers. So she does have a crush on him, and she's feeling very smitten. They're supposed to go to prom together as friends, which hopefully Gail doesn't show up at, because that could be a little awkward. All right, the date, I think, is gonna come to an end, so we're gonna end the date early. We'll let Elizabeth maybe get something to eat. Just like, let's do a scone. Let her eat that. And then I'm wondering about, it's prom, and she is supposed to go to prom. So maybe we're gonna have to hold off and do like 2 dates on Sunday, since we do have to do prom tonight. And I think she could try to summon an urban myth while she's at prom. Alright, prom is starting. So we are gonna go to prom with Elizabeth. This will be her last prom before she graduates. Not that she cares that much. She really is going to prom mainly for like all of the socialization. Like, that's why she's there. That's what she cares about, and less about anything else. and we need to vote for prom royalty. Branson is our date, so let's vote for, I think we'll vote for Branson as prom jester, and then for prom royalty, maybe we'll vote for Chastity because she is our friend. And Elizabeth loves to dance, so I think we should get over here and have her do some dancing. She is dressed kind of scandalously for prom, let's be honest. Okay, I want to have her try to summon an urban myth again. So let's try this with this kid. So she's just like randomly come up to this Forest Robles kid and is like going to try to summon the urban myth. And, you know, just kind of like freak him out a little bit. Which apparently he found to be funny. And that did count. So yay for that. Okay, here's our friend Chastity. We can come talk to her. We need to gossip with somebody. So let's do that. I feel like she would gossip with Charity for sure. And maybe she would gossip a little bit about Branson as her date, or she would tell her about the urban myth that she tried to summon. Okay, prom award ceremony is starting, so we'll find out who prom jester and prom royalty are. I don't think it will be Elizabeth because she just has like a couple of friends here, and I'm surprised she didn't like get caught, like picked out for what she's wearing. Okay, Chastity and Branson, so the two people that Elizabeth voted for, are in fact prom royalty, so good for them. Elizabeth doesn't care though. She's just like gonna dance. Maybe we should have her try to dance with Branson. What if they do a slow dance together? Prom is almost over. They're getting in this one dance together as dates. They came just as friends, but there is a little bit more between them than just friends. They had a little date beforehand. He's prom jester. Okay, prom is now over and Elizabeth is being invited to the after party, and I think that she's gonna go and she's gonna bring some friends with her. She doesn't really want to go back to her house right now, I don't think, because let's be honest, she's been dealing with mold and bugs. So she's gonna like go and keep this party going because this is her last hurrah kind of as a teenager before she has to start life as a young adult. So she's gonna go and make the most of this whole night. But she's feeling really flirty. What if she tries to ride the Cuddle Carts? Let's do a romantic ride of the Cuddle Carts with Branson. Oh, wait, is Gail here too? Oh, Gail is here too. Uh-oh, both of her romantic interests are here. Oh, he did not seem to like that at all. Ooh, look at that. He's like not happy about that they're gonna go ride the Cuddle Carts together. And she's probably gonna try to be like, well, we're just friends. We came to prom as friends, so it just makes sense that we would go and then like ride the Cuddle Carts together. We're just friends. There's nothing more to it than that. Just friends. Elizabeth has decided she wants to talk to Branson about their relationship, and what better way to communicate a serious relationship than through a cheesy plum bite pure attraction? Is that twinkle in Branson's eye a hit of attraction, or irritation from the atmospheric fog being pumped into the room? Does she try out the smolder and attempt to win Branson over, or does she try to de-escalate the romance and encourage a stronger friendship? Elizabeth is in there feeling really flirty. She has a crush on Branson. She is gonna keep flirting. Elizabeth scoots a little closer and gives Branson a flirty wink. Branson starts laughing and gives Elizabeth's shoulder a pitiful smack. What a great joke. Elizabeth's flirting has gone completely over Branson's head, and the two finish the ride out with friendly conversation. It may not be the outcome that Elizabeth was expecting, but at least the two have grown closer in some way. So we've gained some friendship between the riders. Oh, and they do have a full friendship bar right now. And maybe just to make it all, like, wrap this all up, let's take a romantic photo with Branson and have that maybe be or maybe he's left. Well, it seems like after the Cuddle Cart rides, Branson has left. Elizabeth is not going to be deterred and has decided to do some ice skating apparently. Well, apparently, how is she good at ice skating? She's like doing twirls and stuff like that. Wait, what? What is this, girl? Huh. Perhaps figures. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, I think you need to go back to your apartment now and call it a night. You've got to do a couple of dates tomorrow to finish off your aspiration, so you should probably get some sleep. And hopefully there's no mold. So it's now a Sunday morning. We know that Elizabeth is going to age up in-game tomorrow. and she still needs to ask a sim out on a date 2 more times. So I'm thinking that perhaps we'll start with maybe a breakfast date with Branson as kind of like a follow-up from prom, and then she can go out later with Gail for maybe like a dinner date or something like that. I think we're gonna take a little trip over to Newcrest and we're gonna go to the Breakfast Club, and they're gonna go out and have like a post-prom breakfast together. Maybe they'll talk a little bit more about what might have happened between Cuddle Carts, you know, just kind of see. All right, let's have them get a table. All right, we have our table. So let's order some food. It's breakfast, so we're gonna go with some breakfast stuff. Maybe we'll have them get some coffee to start with. And then let's have Elizabeth get a spinach and mushroom quiche. And then I think that maybe Branson would do, let's have him get an omelet. And they can have some breakfast together. And they're gonna have like a deep conversation about kind of prom and how all that went. Elizabeth's talking to him a little bit too about her mom and just all of the things that kind of happened to her there. It kind of also just what's been going on with her apartment, and he's been kind of awestruck by her. I think that she's like living on her own because, you know, he's a teenager and he's not experienced some of the things that she has. He's got a good family life, but she's like, and she really did too. But I think she's kind of like overemphasized some of like the conflict with Ren. And he's bought it. He thinks that like she had this really like rough time at home when really she didn't, but there was a lot of pressure put on her. All right, their breakfast has arrived. Their waiter is ripped. Oh my goodness. They're having a very cute though little bit of interaction with each other over breakfast. Oh my god, and I can't believe that this meal is like actually working. And there's not like this chaos drama happening, because dine out can be quite a bit of chaos and drama. They do seem to be enjoying their meal together though, as well as still being very flirty. Branson is definitely quite flirty. Elizabeth's feeling a little bit more confident right now than flirty. So we seem to have had a pretty successful date with Branson. We do still need to get another date in, so let's end this date and we'll go ahead and end our meal and pay. We'll actually remember to pay this time. And then now that this meal is over, I think we'll have Elizabeth try for a date with Gail. Now, Gail is got a bitter sentiment right now because he did not get invited to prom from Elizabeth, and Elizabeth ended up going with Branson. But Elizabeth is also smitten with Gail, and she has a crush on Gail. So there's maybe a little bit of tension there that she's gonna have to work out, and maybe that's too why she's going to ask him out, because she wants to kind of make it up to him that, you know, it didn't really go quite the way that she had hoped it would go with him, and he had wanted to go to prom with her, so she's gonna try to make up for that. Now I think for her date with Gail, we'll go back to San Myshuno and let's head over to the Stargazer Lounge, which has a romantic aura. It's a little bit more of a nightclub feel to it, and she's gonna really try to like lay on the charm and try to make it up to him for missing prom. She's already flirty from her previous date, so it's maybe not the best way for her to start, but she's already feeling flirty. Oh my gosh, okay, so we finished that part of the aspiration. Now she needs to dare or frame a sim. Click on another sim and choose dare to prank or frame sim for prank. And it unlocks with high mischief skill. Okay. Well, maybe we'll have to try to do that. Oh no, he's upset. Oh no, that did not go well. Okay, can we apologize to him maybe? Okay, let's apologize to him. And she'll be like, I'm really sorry that we didn't go to prom together. I didn't know that you were interested in going to prom with me. And I'm so sorry that that happened. And I wanted to make it up to you by coming here with you today. Can we try to put this past us? And he's like, yeah, I was feeling kind of hurt because I did want to go out with you. And then seeing you with Branson, it hurt. Like, well, let's sit down and let's talk a little bit more about this. She's kind of like, I went with him just as a friend. I didn't mean anything by it. You know, I really like you and I want like spending time with you, but I also like spending time with Branson as a friend, and I don't want you to be upset about that. Oh my gosh, this guy is dying. Trace Fernandez, who, wait, is this like some relative of Gail's, is now dying in the middle of our date? Are you kidding me? This guy is dying right in the middle of Elizabeth's date. And his last name is Fernandez, which makes me wonder if he's somehow related to Gail. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare way to end a date. Oh my goodness. Who is this guy? Now their date has been completely derailed because of this guy dying. I feel like Elizabeth is not gonna have much luck in seducing him at this point. Oh my gosh. And Grimm is here collecting this man's soul in the middle of their date. Oh, was he an alien? I think he was an alien, because that is definitely not a normal gravestone. That's an alien gravestone. Okay, so this alien dude just died, who I think was related to Gail somehow. Oh my. Okay, well, with this guy dying on the date, I think that maybe we need to end things here. Although maybe we can try to get him, prank him. That seems mean. Dare to prank. Okay, let's dare him to plant a stink capsule and see if he'll do it. And then I think this will end her aspiration. It did. All right, so Elizabeth has now completed the live fast aspiration. Live large, live fast. Elizabeth has proven high risk yields high rewards so well that even the Reaper is more forgiving. Her dream of living rules free may have come to a close. However, with the Dauntless trait, life only gets more carefree, and trust there's so much more to live. So she now has the Dauntless trait, which means that they always live life to the fullest, and the Grim Reaper has a soft spot for dauntless pleas during matters of life and death. Risky fun sure has its perks. And maybe part of that came from like this interaction with the Grim Reaper and watching this guy die. I don't know. But I think we're gonna end the date here and bring Elizabeth home and call it there. And in fact, I think that this is a good place to end the episode because we have gotten Elizabeth her teenage aspiration completed. Tomorrow in game, she will be aging up into a young adult, and that feels like a good place to wrap up things with the episode there, with her aging up into a young adult next time. So Elizabeth has kind of come to the end of her teenage years. She's capped it off with prom. She has gone out on dates. She's subbing urban myths. She has kind of pushed life's envelope, and she's really going to keep doing so as she continues through her adulthood as well. So this tendency isn't ending for Elizabeth anytime soon, I'm afraid. In our next episode, we will age her up into a young adult, and we will like well and truly be on our way into the third generation of the Whimsy's stories. We do know that she is going to have to have a one-night stand with 3 different Sims. It's looking like Branson and Gail could be 2 of those Sims, but we do need a 3rd one, and we'll have to see what results in that. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!